shout out to Stu. Stu's really good. I think he's the best in the business. Obviously got me back in eight months. That's what our timeline was. So I think he did a phenomenal job on that.
Shout out Stu.
I don't know if y'all know, Josh, you used to have the big hair. What was what was the meaning of the cutting it off? Like, what was the background?
I think it just symbolizes that football's here. I think
Hey, y'all get that one.
Yeah. Write that down.
Josh, who's the toughest defensive end you go against in practice?
I would say
Answer carefully.
We got
all
3 of
of
them right
these
here.
guys are
We try to say
Zach, JT, Ty Fry, JB, Mike, when Mike's out there, Jack. I think all of them is really tough. They have their special moves, their special rushes that they do that you all have to react to them and see what they give you.
Is it easier to get better when you're going against guys like that?
It's 100 times easier because I played in the game last year a couple times, Michigan State, Akron, all that, and when I'm setting out there, I'm like this isn't Zach Harrison, or this isn't JT, or this isn't Tyler Friday, and they're basically really easy to block.
Josh, what was this offseason like for you? What was the injury you're dealing with? What was the process of getting back?
Getting back I thought was pretty easy because when you have Stu there, Stu's really good help. And all these guys know that Stu's a really good help. I think Stu wants you to work and makes you work, and when he works or when he makes me work, I just feel better. And he got me back like in the timeline of 8 months. So. Like
what was the injury you were dealing with?
I tore my ACL in the Team Up North.
How did that happen?
It was during warm-ups, and it just kind of popped and then went back in, taped it up, and then I did field goal.
So you played through it.
Yeah.
Did you have any idea how badly hurt you were at the time?
I did not, and I thought it was just like a meniscus or something, but yeah.
But you just wanted to be out there, so you fought through it.
Yeah, I wanted to play in the Team Up North game. That's the game we come here to play for.
How hard was it this spring when you know there's an opportunity for offensive line depth and you had to watch from the sidelines?
It was really tough. Knowing that, the first team's obviously good. The second team needed a little help. I think they need leadership too, and that's why I think I'm coming back to get that leadership in the second team. And like I told the other guy, I want to play. I don't want to sit back and wait. I just want to play.
How do you do that? How do you get yourself on the field to prove that you should play this year?
I think just working in practice, working against these guys, and let the work show for itself.
How have you seen just kind of the rest of a second team offensive line come along? Obviously, building depth is a big priority for you right now.
Yeah, I think Zin's come along unbelievable. Jacob's the center. Jacob knows everything, tells everybody what to do. I think Ben's coming along too. I think he just has to mature a lot in the meeting room, but I think on the field physically he's there. And then for myself, I think I just got to lead the second team.
You mentioned Zen. It seems like people are saying a lot of good things about him. What specifically have you seen in terms of growth from him from last year to this year?
I think him not asking as many questions and him just understanding what our technique is, what the play is, and how do you block the play.
For you, you're going into your third year. You mentioned you really want to play. Is it hard, kind of having to wait your turn to this point?
Yeah, I think it's really hard, but I think it also shows that you need discipline, and I think when you show that, I'm sorry, these guys.
It's okay.
No, but I think it's good. I think showing discipline and having that urge to play, but you're not there yet, but you have the urge to play, I think is the best key to have. And when your number's called and they're saying, "Hey, Josh, you're in," I'm going to take full advantage of it.
Have you been working only at tackle, or have you been doing both tackle and guard?
Tackle right now, but I can play all five. I know I can play all five, so that's a key that I like.
Do you look at a guy like Matt Jones last year and feel like you could be kind of a similar six-man for this offensive line?
Yeah, I think so. I think Matt did an unbelievable job last year, and that's where I envision myself. Yeah.
Got to ask you too. You had the Larry Bird shirt yesterday. What inspired that shirt choice?
He's the GOAT of Indiana. we're born and raised talking about Larry Bird, so shout out Larry Bird if he ever sees this.
I was just talking to Dewan. Is there kind of a little Indiana? You guys pretty close, especially the three of you on the offensive line.
Yeah, I think we're really close. I think we mainly talk about basketball, but also we talk about football. We talk about NFL players. We talk about their sets. We talk about what this guy does, and I think altogether it's getting us better for out here on the field practicing in the game.
Have you seen Zen come along this offseason to where he is now and sort of the position he's put himself in?
Yeah, I think Zen's matured a lot, and I think the maturity of him is unbelievable. And I think when he takes it in the meeting room, he asks questions, but they're questions that need to be asked for Zen. Like Zen knows almost everything, but he just needs to get that little bit of growth and maturity on the field, and I think he'll be a really, really good player.
What's a sign of the maturity that you've seen so far? Like, what's an example?
I would say just knowing what you're doing on the field and going through your reads, your keys, and like Zen, you did this good in practice, you did that bad in practice, but like also the maturity of not hanging your hat on like, oh, I had a really good day, I'm here, just keep grinding and grinding and grinding. That's what I think I've seen out of Zen.
Dewan was talking about being very envious of his hands. Is that something that he has that stands out on this?
Yeah. I think Zen's hands are really really good because he gets this spot and he knows where to put them. And I look at his pass rush reps sometimes, and I take a little bit off of him too. I think I take a little bit off of everybody because it can never stop growing and stop learning. So.
You mentioned basketball. I know Ohio State put out a video the other day with the who would be the starting five. Should you be in the starting five of football players on the basketball team?
I think I would be a good sixth man. I think. I played basketball. I think I was pretty good, but I think I'd be their sixth man. Or if they wanted me as their coach, I'd be their coach. So.
You think that basketball background helps you on the football field as an offensive lineman?
Yeah, I think it's unbelievable. I think any high school kid that's looking to come play college football, I think they should play 3 sports. I think they should do anything with your feet, keep your feet moving, because if you don't have really good feet as an offensive lineman, you're going to get beat a lot of times.
Was it football, basketball, track for you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.